Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Hard Truth. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, be sure to subscribe and even become a member so you can join in on the fun. Today, I want to talk about Mr. G and his role in the Idaho 4 case. What the heck is hex? Okay? And what made Mr. G flip on Jack Showalter and buy the prosecution's case against Brian Kohlberger? All right, we're going to talk about that more in this series. So kick your feet up, grab that coffee or a nice cup of tea as we begin our story.
You tell me what you thought?
I expected to feel just this immense amount of hate. And I'm sure that will come. I think that I'm a little bit in shock still. But looking at him, I just felt nothing. I mean, I just looked at him and I couldn't take my eyes off of him, his every moment. And I just could not believe that he has done what he has done. And I had a sick feeling for sure. It was very emotional. But on the other hand, I just was numb.
You expected him to be a bigger monster and a more intimidating.
I mean, I'm like, this is the guy?
Yeah.
This is the guy that murdered our daughter.
Kaylee Gonsalves has been named as the target in many Idaho 4 discussion groups, and her father, Mr. G, has been the most vocal out of all of the victims' families, okay, from day one. And he said a lot of things. He's given us a lot of information. But at the same time, I mean, we have to wonder if his drive for the death penalty for Brian Kohlberger is a bit premature. Okay, he did say that, hey, we want the right person after a lot of documents were released in the past couple of months. But at the same time, is he sure that he has the right person? Okay, what do you think about this? Do you think Mr. G is premature and gunning for the death penalty? And what do you think of his Hex hat? What do you think about his affiliation with Hex? I was curious about that. A couple of people made comments about it. So I did a little bit of digging around and I'll show you what I found. I found this article that says Mexican Steve Gonsalves is father of murdered Kaylee Gonsalves. Alright, I really didn't know what a Mexican is. A member of the Hex family has suffered an unspeakable tragedy that has become a highly publicized national news story. Steve Gonsalves joined Fox News this week to discuss the ongoing investigation into the murder. He wore his Hex hat during the interview. And then here someone says, always wear your hat. So I'm digging in to find out exactly what this hex thing means. This article was published on November the 16th, and it says Hex is a cryptocurrency project that markets itself as a crypto investment bank. Its founder and CEO, Richard Hart, claims that the crypto coin Hex is far superior store of value than Bitcoin and guarantees holders rewards for holding the coin. Alright, it was created in 2019. It uses Ethereum blockchain as a transaction layer for sending and receiving Hex tokens and interacting with the Hex smart contract. And then down here I saw where it says, besides earning from Hex coin issuance, stakers can also earn shares whenever they start a new stake. Shares allow stakers to earn back their principal interest plus additional bonuses and interest. Every share is burned once a stake has ended, which means the share pool is constantly dwindling. Hence, Hex recommends staking early and long to earn high return on investment. This article pretty much sums up the suspicion with Hex investments, and it says, Hex has always been a coin that I've avoided, but has piqued my interest and left me with many questions. Why are its supporters, the so-called Hexicans, so cultish in their effusive praise of the founder, while attacking anyone who dares to criticize Hart or Hex? Are these Twitter accounts solely dedicated to Hex, mostly bots? Why is the market cap different depending on where you check? Is this simply another Ponzi led by a cult-like figure, or do the Hexicans have a point? From my research, a lot of people associate Hex with being a cult or a Ponzi scheme. And so I just decided to look at the prices from October to November to see if there was a significant change, maybe a big dip or, an explosion in the price, so that maybe that could give us a clue as to maybe the Gonsalves family were, in a financial bind in October, or came into a lot of money between October and November to where, there may have been a motive to attack their family. But from what I could see, in October, there was actually a small increase in the price between October and, let's see, okay, we can see that the opening and closing price actually increased a bit starting around October the 25th or the 24th. And then by the time we got to mid-November, the price was actually up, but it wasn't a significant increase or anything noticeable to where we could get any new insight on the Gonsalves financial state. And so I would have to conclude that even though Mr. G is always wearing this Hex hat, there was nothing out of the ordinary or suspicious going on with the Hex price in October and November. One thing Mr. G did say is that Jack Showalter did not take a DNA test. I'm wondering if he's the one they took it off the cigarette, or if they just don't have his DNA at all. But this New York Post says Gonsalves raised his fears Sunday in an exclusive interview with the Post, saying he also was concerned with one suspicious character who had been ruled out too quickly, seemingly allowing him to flee the country without taking a DNA test. Okay, I've already speculated that the knife sheath originally was planted to frame Jack Showalter, but when that didn't work out, they put it on Brian Koberger. And so I want to explore that more. But these V videos are limited to 10 minutes unless you pay the big subscription. So I'm going to have to make a part 2 to this, and hopefully I can get it out today. But what do you think about this one? Is this Jack Showalter's DNA that was taken off the cigarette? Okay, do they have his DNA? Okay, there was a petition to reinvestigate Jack. And so I want to talk about that more in part 2. And again, hopefully I can get that out this evening. Okay, so look for that one and let me know what you think about this one.